Welcome back to the set of The Gloves Are Off. It's time for us to get into our Offside Onside debate, and I don't think anybody missed fight night on Long Island, I guess I should say. This was an incredible display of testosterone, if you ask me. But Mario Lemieux has come out and clearly expressed that he's not impressed. He released a big statement on Sunday, which has garnered a great deal of attention. What I want to know from you guys is, do you think that Lemieux was at a line for stepping up and saying what he did, and do you agree with what he said? It was a pretty profound statement.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Lemieux obviously wasn't that type of player, and he was one of the biggest proponents in how they changed reffing the game through the late 90s and stuff. But you know what? It is what it is, and you know what? Things got out of hand. I think the suspensions.
Out of hand.
I think the suspensions were warranted by everyone, and you know what? They talk about Mario being an absentee at the meetings and stuff, and he doesn't bring up his concerns at the appropriate times. I'm not sure if he's onside bringing him up now, but.
Well, the NHL had a chance to send a clear and strong message that those kinds of actions are unacceptable and embarrassing to the sport. It failed.
You know what?
The league failed?
No. You know what's embarrassing is this thinking that they have right now.
Who's thinking?
The NHL.
Okay.
This thinking they have. Boston, Montreal played in a game the other day. Did
Oh,
you
that was
happen
a
to watch
doozy.
the way the fans? Now let me tell you what's going to happen. Boston and Montreal will always sell out. But next time they play, the excitement in that building, anticipation. New York, Long Island, which I played, that building has not been full in years. The next time Pittsburgh comes in to Long Island,
Sellout crowd.
Sellout, guaranteed. So now, is it right? 50%. I'm going to not say 60% of the people say fight should be allowed back. It should be part of the game. All right.
Okay.
40%, the Mario side, wants to see the clean, non-hit, probably non-hit, non-violent or anything like that. See, I am against it. I shouldn't say
Okay,
that.
but do you think that Lemieux came out and just said this because he had to? Because his team
No,
looked
Mario
bad?
would never say. Mario,
No?
I don't, I know him not well enough to know enough to say that he would have thought that was ridiculous. He absolutely meant it from his heart.
Yeah.
He took into account that he was going to get fined probably, which I haven't heard anything on a fine. But you know what? He defended his team, and some of it was definitely overboard. And I don't want anyone to get me wrong. Some of the violence is crazy, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But the Boston,
dropping the gloves
yeah,
with
Boston,
Johnson.
Montreal, that was in the heat of the moment. That was just
Yeah.
the game itself. It just got out of control a little bit. What happened in Long Island, I think he had every right to step in and say what he did.
Do you think he felt any pressure from maybe outside forces? He needed to speak up and defend his team?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think if anything, one of his own players, Matt Cook, when he got suspended for 4 games, and he wasn't saying much about that. He was pretty tight-lipped then.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that they need to get rid of.
More so than anything was Matt Cook. I mean,
Well, then is this? I mean, this is one of the greatest players that has ever played the game. He goes and lays this out there. Is it too little, too late from a guy like him?
no.
No.
No, he covers. He's a pretty powerful person.
His
in the
voice
game.
still carries a lot
Yeah.
of weight.
And he likes to see where the game is going now.
All right. Well, we will see where the show is going because we get to play Brian's favorite game coming up next. It's time for Who Am I? Stay tuned.
Oh, I know what I wanted.